Hello, I'm Terry Rowe, Rotary Action News Anchor for the Rotary Club of Temecula, and this is Rotary This Week. Well, first let me start off by extending my deepest apologies for my lengthy absence. But alas, I couldn't avoid it. Seems I had a relapse of dengue fever. Something I picked up back in '72 while partying with Elvis's Chip Scatter down in the jungle room in Graceland. But let me tell you good people, it came back, and with a vengeance. It laid me low. I thought for sure it was curtains for yours truly. But as it turns out, it just wasn't my time. Now, of course, you all know my spirit animal is Burgess Meredith, and he surely must have been looking down upon me from on high and realized the dire nature of my delicate condition. For as I was about to go into the light, in my head, I heard him utter these very words.
Get up, you son of a bitch! Because Mickey loves you.
Well, I don't know who Mickey is, but the power of those words, I tell you, they shot through me like a lightning bolt from the heavens above. This old world wasn't done with Flo Rose Boy Terry yet. I scraped myself up off the floor, threw on a new tie, took down a shooter old granddad, and got straight here to this news desk where I sit before you now. So let's get started, shall we? Our lead story, the holidays. First up, Thanksgiving. As you know, the Rotary Club of Temecula delivers food baskets with a turkey, all the fixins, and other tasty groceries every year just before Thanksgiving Day. And this year was no different. Thanks to many generous donations of time and treasure, the Rotary Club of Temecula was able to deliver food baskets to 225 families in the valley. Over the course of many days, those Rotarians, they picked up food, sorted food, packed food, and then delivered all that food. Well done. Heck, I even managed to stop by to oversee all the activities. They even allowed me to supervise the turkey truck. No lifting for me, of course, on account of my back.
The wind isn't looking my direction.
I tell you, all those folks driving around delivering much-needed supplies reminds me of the time back in '77 when Billy Carter and I were flying down the back roads of Georgia, unloading the first batches of Billy beer to all his thirsty customers. Well, honestly, I'm not sure everything was above board with the permits, because by the time we were rifling down Unicoi Bottoms Road, good old Johnny Law was on our tail. Admittedly, I panicked a bit, tried to jump out. But Billy, well, this wasn't his first rodeo. He just smiled over at me, told me to buckle up, and then he lost some smokies by jumping the Mulberry Bridge. Woo! Quite exciting. In fact, the cinematic masterpiece Smokey and the Bandit was based on it. And no, I don't care I lost a civil suit. I don't. I'm saying it anyway. Just because I was played by Sally Fields in that picture doesn't make it any less true. Moving on. Our next holiday story involves Shop with a Cop, where the Rotary Club of Temecula, Walmart, and the Riverside County Sheriff's Office were able to help 46 children go shopping at Walmart with a sheriff's officer for holiday gifts. Each child received a $150 gift card for the shopping spree, and the gifts they picked out were all wrapped by Rotary and non-Rotary volunteers that very day. Now let me tell you something. Are we at this camera? Do we switch? Is it that camera? Is that camera? Is it? Gadzooks, man, make up your mind. You know, sometimes I think you do this to me intentionally. Okay, that camera. Now, you know I love to help the children. You know I do. So when I heard about this event to help kids, it got me right here. And I just knew I wanted to be involved. So I generously told them that I'd cut my normal appearance fee in half, down to just $2,000 and a half a case of Cuddy. A bargain if you ask me. Well, quite surprisingly, they said no. But I'll tell you what, I snuck in there anyway. Even got myself a picture with old St. Nick. I tell you, that guy's got a razor-sharp wit. My gosh, we laughed for what seems like hours as he regaled me with stories of the North Pole. Heck, he even told me what he wanted for Christmas. Hope you liked it. Sadly, in the end, he let me know that once again I was on the naughty list. Well, I wonder whatever that could be for. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, getting back to it. The Rotary Club of Temecula participated in the City of Temecula's Santa's Electric Light Parade. Several club members and their families were able to ride in the float and promote Rotary and their message of peace. Heck, they even sang some songs from my Grammy-winning holiday album, Wishing You a Very Terry Christmas, which includes such hits as I've Got a Double Sled If You've Got the Time, Let's Make the Naughty List, You'll Love Again, and the dance floor classic, Hit Me With Your Christmas Cookies Part 1. What a great time we all had in fellowship. Of course, it turns out I may have had a little too much fun, what with all the Christmas spirits, if you catch my meaning. And I managed to land myself with a short little stay in the old holiday Hoo-Scout. Well, that meant I missed the second half of the Rotary Club of Temecula's Holiday Baskets program, the part where they deliver presents to children at Christmas. As is the club's tradition, they once again came together to pick up and sort toys, games, books, crafts, and other items, selecting items for each child from their lists, and then delivering those gifts right before Christmas. This year, they were able to deliver presents to around, get this, 585 children. And the Christmas festivities don't stop there. No. Rotary Club of Temecula also delivered bicycles to the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit at Camp Pendleton through their military committee. They helped host the Santa for Seniors party at Mary Phillips Senior Center through their senior committee, and they helped support the community Christmas dinner at MSJC on Christmas Day. And that provided meals for approximately 900 people in person and 275 people by deliveries. Simply astounding. Now in other Rotary news, for Veterans Day, members of the Rotary Club of Temecula attended the Field of Honor, which the Rotary Club of Murrieta hosts every year, and club members were also able to attend veterans pinning ceremonies. Both events, as always, were moving, and we want to say thank you to our veterans and their families for your service to our country and for the sacrifices you have made at great personal cost to life, liberty, and happiness, all in order to ensure that our freedoms are secure. Thank you. Moving on to exchange news, our inbound exchange student, Martina, has been having a wonderful time here in the United States, experiencing things unique to California. From the desert to the beaches to the parks, from the zoo to Knott's Berry Farm, as well as many others. She even got to... Wait a minute. Gals? Check, is what's written here true? All right, okay. Well, it seems our president, Bob Sweeney, didn't get the unique to California memo, and that fool took her out to get Spanish food. Or as Martina likes to call it back home, food! Honestly, how many more months will the club be subjected to them? In other youth exchange news, Rotary Club of Temecula was able to raise money for Martina's upcoming train trip with a good old-fashioned Super Bowl pool. Just fantastic! And speaking of the Super Bowl, I wasn't able to focus on the halftime show and the feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, as my head is still reeling from trying to sort out the Osmond Partridge feud of '73. But let me tell you, when the chips are down and you're looking to get happy, I'm Team Partridge all the way. In Bridge News, which stands for Building, Restoring, Initiating, Growing, and Empowering, the Rotary Club of Temecula gathered donations of hoodies, socks, and underwear in conjunction with the City of Temecula's homeless outreach team as part of their winter warm drive. Fantastic. Now in other Rotary news, District 5330 had their foundation dinner at Marchfield Air Museum, and many members of the Rotary Club of Temecula attended. There's great speakers, great food, and great fellowship. Sadly, someone left our president unattended, and he got loose and managed to destroy the beautiful Rotary wheel blow-up. Probably tripped over his ego. I tell you, never invite that guy to anything. I once had him at my house, and that klutz managed to destroy not one, not two, but all three of my prized beautiful Lady in an Oil rain shower lamps. Just shameful. Now for more District 5330 news, District Governor Judy Zulfikar joined in the Rotary Club of Lake Arrowhead's 16th annual Polar Rotary Bear Plunge. Like the hero she is, she went right in that icy water, cape and all, helping to raise money for the district's Interact clubs. Roll the clip.
Wow!
My gosh, that looked like the time Vic Tayback, Rip Taylor, and I went ice fishing up in Minnesota while Vic Shows Alice was on hiatus. But let me tell you, when we got to the ice hut, Vic must have thought we were back at Mills Diner, because he went at that ice like he was carving up a turkey. Well, kiss my grits if we didn't end up going boom, splash, right down into the drink. I'd laugh about it now if it weren't for the fact that I had pneumonia for 8 months and lost half a lung. In our last bit of District 5330 news, District Membership Chair Al Rubio, along with District Governor Judy Zulfikar and Rotarians from clubs from the southwest region of the district, attended a mega chamber event at the Lake Elsinore Storm Stadium. They were able to get the word out about what Rotary is and all the good that Rotary does right here in our local communities and around the world. Alas, I wasn't able to be there, as legally I'm not allowed within 500 feet of the stadium due to a little dust-up I had back there in '03. And let me tell you a little something. That Thunder, their mascot, kicks like a gosh darn mule. Hey, you listen here, Thunder. I won that third base line potato sack race fair and square, and you know it. I don't care what the photo finish says. Putting that aside, Thunder, as an olive branch, after 22 years, I want to apologize for slide tackling you and all those kids in anger while you were handing out trophies at home plate. Thanks to the passage of time and some court-ordered anger management classes, I've learned to use my words. Well, the Rotary Club of Temecula held their traditional annual holiday party at the Stampede on January 15th. 15th? Wait, what? It's after the holidays? Great planning, Chief. Will the July 4th celebration be next October? Anyway, everyone had a great time talking, celebrating the club's Sergeant-at-Arms Terry Whittington's 85th birthday, listening to live music performed by our fellow Rotarian and friend Larry Potter, and dining on great food prepared by the dynamic food duo of club members Robert Johns and Karen Schneider. We not only filled our bellies, we also filled our souls with friendship and love. Heck, I even managed to pop in for a brief appearance, and when I saw that mechanical bull, I just had to get on it. I tell you, I used all the tricks I picked up stunt doubling for Clint Eastwood on the motion picture Bronco Billy. I lasted 8 seconds, a personal best. Afterwards, people told me that those things actually move. In circles, I can't even imagine. It was terrifying enough riding it perfectly still. Now, speaking of animals, it's time for Rotary Pet of the Week, in memory of my good friend Ron Burgundy's dog, Baxter. And we have quite a few. But let's start with this one, which was submitted by past President Shane Lazowski. This here is Chico. And ladies, Chico's into barbecuing, camping, sunrises, and Shane. Well, I guess 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I mean, who likes sunrises? Our next 3 come in from our club member Kathy Sizemore. And this here is Maisie. She likes to sleep, hide, and eat all of her brother's crunchy kibble food. Well, that sounds like a Rotary president I know. And the next one, this is Finn, a master in parkour. By the look in those eyes, he sizes it up to what to bounce off next. My money's on the photographer's head. And finally, this is Daisy, a 15-year-old rat terrier, who I'm told has a penchant for a stuffed skunk and a love but for only one human. Well, Daisy, that's one more than me. Unless, of course, I count myself. Well, that's all for this week. Remember, until next time, keep putting service above self and stay classy, Rotary. Ooh.